What is up, my brethren? Welcome back to another episode of Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Last time we were here, damn, what did happen last time? What did happen last time? We investigated the clock tower, and we also investigated the clock tower, and I'm not entirely sure what is happening there at the moment. I need a little more clues to get a little bit of an understanding of what's going on. But we decided to go check out the clock tower. We went to go ask for Halara for their help with the investigation, even though it's going to cost us about 5 million Chien, which Yuma, I know for sure, does not have that money on hand. So, we're going to be in a little bit of a debt after this is done. Then we met another person of the peacekeepers, a guy named Seth Burrows, if I believe. And he's hell bent on finding us. He even went to go talk to the chief and found him out and told him, like, hey, you got 3 hours to solve the case, or else it's bye-bye all of y'all. Which led us up to here to these 4 people who, and we're at the church where the Nailman urban legend started. And we talked to them and got what they thought. And see, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It better not be him. It better not be him. It's too obvious. It's too obvious it's him. That would be crazy. First of all, no, I'm being dead serious. It would be crazy if he was the killer. All right, I'm being dead serious here. Let me move the mic up a bit. Okay, there we go. It would be crazy. It would be crazy if he was actually the killer. All right, I'm just saying. But now that we got their little testimonies, their little info and shit, their ninja info cards, we're on our way to go investigate the 3 other previous murders from the Nailman and see what we can find there and see if there's some kind of pattern or some kind of clue that we don't know about, and see if we can try to prove the boy's father innocent. Now, I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it, but we'll see how it goes. If I remember, one of them is in the Kamasaki district. It's a club. Maybe an illegal club, but it's a club. The other one is in a mansion somewhere, and the third one is in a museum, if I believe. If I believe I have those right. I think first we're gonna go to the club.
Halara? I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
It's not true. You never know, alright?
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for?
Alright, Halara, let's see what you got.
No, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
Hey, she has something that can help us get this, and it's this way. I think we went there before.
I'm all hyped.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
That's probably true. That's what I would do. Shit, like, hell yeah. Yeah, it's not even locked. Oh, this is gonna be like
Open. Let's go inside.
it's not even locked. Hold on, there's gonna be people inside there. Watch. We have like an underground, illegal underground bar or something. Because like, ain't no way, ain't no way that tape is the only. It's the only way. It's the only thing that's stopping you from going inside, and especially if the door's open. Well, I was right about the bar. And the fact that some of the machines are still working. Oh, whoa. I
The
didn't see that there.
peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here.
Wait, you can see the body. You can see the body line.
The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
Cheating is in the blood.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe.
That is what they said.
The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
It was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry.
And probably too small for someone to get through.
Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
Master, I'm getting so wet. I'm thinking about it.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
What?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, you're
Oh,
Forte.
yeah, your forte, your power.
My forte is postcognition, the power to see the past.
What?
However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
That's amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
It really is. Holy crap! We can see what happened at the scene of the crime. Jesus, that's pretty cool.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
Oh, when someone found the body. Okay.
The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world.
Hey, if it'll get us to help solve the case, I'm down for it.
Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry.
I mean, I would like to think that you're the reason I don't have a forte, but I guess you doing the whole labyrinth thing, I want to say you're kind of like our forte, okay?
Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
Of course not.
The Halara's forte. Okay. Well, let's see the power.
What?
I'm investigating. Don't interfere. Look around the scene in the real world until I'm done using my postcognition. All right. I mean, as far as I can tell, there's only one thing to really examine, and that's the body. That's the whole body line.
Postcognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
Oh yeah, you had that weird feeling.
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, It feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Now, what you call it?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait, then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate.
Okay, now I'm like more convinced that that's his forte.
You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What?
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied.
Okay.
Don't you
I'm too
blush?
young for that.
Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
It don't matter. Okay, it don't matter. Real ones don't care.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
So ask for permission and hold hands?
Okay, I can do that.
You're really gonna ask Halara to hold her hand?
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
You just explain the whole thing?
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
That sounds pretty perverted. Oh,
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
they're like, unhand me.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Damn, just like that, Halara?
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
They're really like, Halara is just like, don't fucking touch me. God.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally.
Oh, they're something different, alright? They don't hate me or one singular person. They hate everything.
I don't trust anyone. Except the dead.
Because they can't betray me.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
But hold on, I agree to that. We can't be more dead than we already are.
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Oh. They didn't like that one. They didn't like that one bit. It's like they have stand powers, bro.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. And Incredible. So this is postcognition.
This is pretty cool.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own Forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined.
Do we have to keep holding hands?
Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all.
That
This
is true.
quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Another investigation. We gotta do this two more times after this, because we got two more to go see. Let's see. Examine the glass on the counter. There's a glass on the counter. It has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been more. It could have been there since the incident. The key was in the glass at the time of the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use postcognition. You're right, got it. Oh, ZR. There we go. So there was a key in the glass?
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery.
That's pretty weird.
I'm so glad I met you.
I'm so glad I met you, Master. There's a room key inside the glass on the counter. Anything else to investigate here? Okay.
What a rich fragrance. How about a taste, Master?
You mixing drinks back there? Holy hell. Where'd you get that cookie? Let's see.
That's...
Chairs are lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
Either the peacekeepers did so, or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. True, I'll check someplace else. Alright, let's check it then.
That's...
The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact that it's knocked over. Let's check somewhere else. Right. The door?
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
So again, the lock of the door is broken, huh? That's really weird. Like, why keep knocking down the? Why keep breaking the doors down?
You just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new.
You're gonna tap it? Yeah. 666. The roulette table. Oh, whoa. What this move during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case.
yeah.
Yeah, let's check another place.
That's...
There's a doll nailed to the roulette table here.
I see.
There's also a doll nailed right here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is in and of itself sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else. Nothing to... Okay, well... Then I guess all only left is the actual body line. Oh my god.
A body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet.
Yeah, we're just putting all the dolls, you know? Like why all the dolls on the wall?
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
Yeah.
That might be the nail man's calling card. They're nailed into the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. One of the vents?
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in postcognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Like you can't touch what's in the path.
But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult can probably pass through.
An adult, huh? At the time of the murder, the cover was not screwed down. A slender adult might be able to get through it. Not like him.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails.
This must hurt. Like being pinned like this? Jesus.
There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Alright, Yuma.
There are marks on him, signs that he was strangled.
Strangled again? Really?
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
Chill, Halara, he's a trainee.
It's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
There were signs of strangulation and vertical scratch marks on the victim's neck. This is weird.
By the way, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent?
Oh, they're bent.
Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason?
They used it to climb. They used it to climb to the vent. Some of the nails beneath the vent are bent downward. Yeah, they used the nails to climb to the vent. That's why they're bent like that.
I think that's about it.
I think I've checked what I can here. What do you guys say, Halara?
I have to say, postcognition is amazing. You can see the exact crime scene.
I pushed the wrong button. My bad.
First discovered. Were you born with this power?
My forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, but initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind.
Oh, that must have been pretty scary for a kid.
I only learned it was a form of psychometry after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
Really?
3 days?
Well, how old were you in the
As I
time? At
told
the
you
time?
earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my postcognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required.
Yeah, that's like the most important one.
I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial.
I see.
Lastly, postcognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
Oh, that kind of sucks. That would have helped, but
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No, my ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly effective in investigating murder cases.
yeah, this is a very good power for Detective Halara.
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
Yeah.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
Might as well, right?
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my postcognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
Well, yeah, you gotta tell them exactly what happened, but like at the moment they died, at the moment after they died, you know. So it's like,
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose Fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Yuma district. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
we gotta walk. Oh my god, we really gotta walk.
The building we're heading to is accessed through Yuma district. Let's hurry there.
Do you know where we're going? 'Cause I don't. Hold on, can we like teleport there? I mean, if we can teleport there, it'd be much easier. Yes, let's go. I'm like, I'm not walking all the way to Gima District. You're crazy. It's over here. You said it was a mansion that we're looking for? Mansion located in the high-class residential district of Montclair Street. Anything else? Owner of the mansion. The owner of the mansion made a sizable amount of money through real estate dealings. A man around the age of 30, an endless sea of rumors surrounds him. Oh well, there's a thing here. My house is so big, I just can't keep it clean. Should I hire another housekeeper? Look at Mr. Moneybags. I wonder if I should haunt him. Huh? You can't haunt people other than me. You can haunt people other than me.
I'll kill you!
You're such an idiot, Master. You're not going to stop me. Like I would go haunt someone else. That's a sign. You know, it's like, oh, she loves us. Oh, hi. That person. What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy? Like she might fall over at any moment?
Come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies. Or can you? It isn't like that. Well, sure, let's talk to her. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm kind of a detective. In training? A detective? I see.
Well?
So, is something wrong? Well, actually, I've run away from home. And I'm at a loss of what to do next. Oh,
Let's solve this thing.
this smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master. Yeah, you might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Conai Ward. Due to the family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person.
Oh no.
I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father.
Huh?
Huh? Then why not talk to your father about it? There's nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
See.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aww.
Aw, how lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible.
Right.
Leaving home has given me so much time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble.
Say,
Does this chick think detectives are errand boys? We can't just leave her like this.
huh?
That's my master, simping over every woman he meets and making their wishes come true. It's not like that.
All right.
Okay, I'll help you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Conai Station around now.
Hey,
It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? The station is a busy place after all.
That's true.
That's true. But what exactly does your father look like?
Well,
He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
Thank you. Compared with the devil. Should we do that now or later? Let's do that later. This is Montclair Street. As you can see, it's a high-class residential neighborhood. You appear to be quite poor. Your kind don't belong here.
Sorry.
Damn.
come on.
What a dick. I hope the serial killer goes after him next. Jesus. But he was a dick. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Seems like something's happening. My coworker just took off to investigate. You're not going? Even if I did, there's no point. Better just leave everything to Amaterasu Corp.
Hey,
Master, I'd never forgive you if you became this boring. For we don't want no boring. We don't want no boring protagonists.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
that's probably it. Let's go inside.
He's looking for a way in. She's about to kick the door. She's about to kick the gate open.
It's closed, as expected.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Halara's so cool, bro.
Wait!
I've grown more attached to them as time goes on. Ah, damn, you just kicked the whole gate down.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
They're gonna appear one of these days.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion.
Ollie Hone.
He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
The study in the back. I should probably kick the door open.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room.
Oh?
The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Oh, we know that.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims.
It's true. 'Cause if he knows all about the Nailman, he could just be his own biggest fan. Just be like, they're like, man, they don't even know. Like, I'm the one doing these myself, and I'm catching all these bodies like it's nothing.
It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
It's true. If you're first on the crime scene, and you're always the first one on the crime scene, eventually someone's gonna be like, that's kind of suspicious, bro. Like, are you the killer? And then they'll be like, nah. But then like, well, why are you always there first?
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
By force.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
It's fine. You tried. You were about to kiss her.
Scares coming up.
I love you, Shinigami. Don't change.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too.
Probably was.
There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my postcognition again here.
Are you sure?
You're gonna do it again when we go over to the next one. Like,
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
investigation. That was a very long chapter. we're about to do 4 investigations just because. Let's shut the door. The vent?
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
Damn.
You're charging me for it?
I jest. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it.
String.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
Yeah, which is a hunch, girl. Which is a hunch, buddy. It's like, I don't know. Had a feeling.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
I'm kidding, a headache.
I don't even have any money. The van is too small for a person to enter or exit from. There is evidence that a string or something similar scraped against the gap in it. About the door then.
This is...
Door to the study. We left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teaching of yours truly. You're welcome, Master. I mean, we don't have to check anything here about this.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Oh, man.
But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising.
I'm sorry, but just for some reason the blood reminds me of Pepto-Bismol.
The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
They do. Let's find out.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key.
Good call.
The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Postcognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse.
But we're just trusting.
I have
Okay.
a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
All right, good call.
Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, you look.
This is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
Can we go back to the cat, please? I want to talk about it.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was
good.
that a compliment?
Hell yeah, it was. Good on you. You're starting to think like a detective. Kirigiri and Shuichi would be proud of you.
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also,
You're such a
I
slut
drew a
master.
sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
They like cute things. That's fine. People like Halara usually have that type of mystery. That type of like mystery to them. Like, oh, they like cute things, but they're like stoic as fuck. The key to the mansion's study. There are no copies of this master key. The mansion's floor plan and a photo of the locked room mystery, both received by Halara. I mean, we can take their word for it. Fish.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. Inside the tank, there's some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting, but it doesn't appear to be related to the case. Well, at least we tried. Anything happen back here? There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. The living things can't be seen through postcognition. It doesn't have the ability. I see. All right, makes sense. They did say that, so.
Sit down right here.
Oh, she's always so cute.
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought. Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
You thought they'd be full of like calluses and shit, huh?
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
Oh gosh, Shinigami's like she's either jealous or she's like, I can't believe my master's such a pervert.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
It would be like just, how long have you known?
Why
How long have you known me for already? How dare you not know if I'm a man or a woman? I'm not gonna tell you, but how dare you not know?
It can't be. Yep, it's nothing.
Okay, Shinigami, that's enough from you. Bookshelf near the hallway. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us with the case. That's what they always say, then we'll check.
Yeah,
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case. How about the doll?
there's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes.
There was. How come this only have one then?
Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
Oh, it
Did
does.
the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Oh, nah.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain.
Really?
The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me.
Why'd you? Why we get a close up of the eye? That's more creepy.
Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
The doll is made of resin, not porcelain. It looks like a thin string rubbed against the inner corner of the eye. Interesting. Not like whatever.
What does that mean?
It's an expensive looking landscape painting, but it's tilted. I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
It appears.
Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung on at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing. God damn those peacekeepers.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. Also the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make any less creepy though.
Beats me.
It is not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve this case. Right.
I see.
The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings either.
It appears.
Nothing to do with the case then. They gotta do something though. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case. I agree. Let's look somewhere else. Two extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk. It doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
Well,
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. The playtest is the only thing that's changed. I don't think this will help with the case. Alright then, let's look at the body then. Since y'all so keen on Alright, let's check it. Oh my god.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
the owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp.
He made a deal with the wrong people.
There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
And they got what they wanted, so why feel bad?
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
They are.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood.
What's wrong with the blood?
The nail wounds in the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically, down toward his waist.
Huh.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
They're kind of crazy. No, I feel like maybe his legs got nailed down first, but he was still able to like sit up. And then the killer finished the job and stuck the other nails. And then he just fell. I don't know.
That's disturbing.
The blood from the nails stuck in the upper and lower body of the corpse seem to be flowing in different directions. And, like, again, he's been strangled to death.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look,
What the heck is that?
there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Maybe one
Anyway,
wasn't a
it's an
string?
important piece of evidence.
There are rope marks caused by strangulation and wounds from resisting. There are also string marks on the back of the victim's neck. That's kind of weird.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Yay! That's an A-okay for the investigation here. Alright, let's get out of this, man. We still got one more to go. Huh. He was strangled by the rope, but he also was... Something also was on his
Now
neck.
we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no
No.
way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
Man, Halara trying to run me out of business.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
I can't afford Halara.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
Wait up, I got small legs.
The next one is the art gallery in Yuma district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Got it.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
The art gallery. Oh, the thing right in front of us. The crosswalk is... Well, I guess we know the crosswalk. It's weird. We were in front of it, but we didn't go in. I guess we didn't need to at the moment, but still.
This is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it
Only a
matters
month
to
ago,
me.
huh? Eh, here we go.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
There we go.
Did you say something?
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please!
We might as well take a look as long as it's there, you know? Oh, thank God. Like, we don't gotta, like, explore this whole gallery, right? Locked door. Seems like this door's locked.
Well,
There are priceless works of art all over the place. Oh, of course the door's gonna be locked. Hold on, what's over there?
What is it?
Where do you think you're going? The crime scene is this way.
Sorry.
Right, sorry. Be fine. Let's do it.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're
Man, hold on
moving.
about it. Yeah. Popped in like Cusco.
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
Y'all are like Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, I know I didn't see the scream in there.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name.
Oh my gosh. Like,
He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's for total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
too many at the same
What do you
time.
mean special. People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Kind of weird that these places have all left the blood, like on the floor and shit.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it.
Huh.
Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
Jay, but the same thing can be said about the worshiper, you know?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered.
You got owned, master. 2 keys to open the door to the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, one of them was inside the room. And the other one was with the guard. At least that's what they said. Oh.
Postcognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but if even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Well, there's no reason to think about that. Spilled paint.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Yeah, there's too many variables to think about. But
Right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
I just want to do a good job to my master Halara. What was that, master?
Be quiet.
It was a good try, Yuma. Well, we'll give you that. It was a good try. Examine around the straightened painting. You can get straight to it. Blank canvas.
Yeah.
A blank canvas and wooden frame have been placed on a trolley. Nothing seems to have changed between them then and now. At least that's how it looks like to me. It appears unchanged to me as well. Meaning there's probably no evidence to be found here. Well, it was a shot. With someone screaming.
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clenching his face. It kind of reminds me of that movie Home Alone. There's something unnerving. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel like it's going to swallow me whole.
That's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like this is related to the case. It was a good try. Examining the shelf with the basket. Stacked baskets. There are baskets on the top of the shelf. Not tall enough to see inside them though. Sorry for yelling. I'll take a look for you. This is... What is it? We accomplished nothing. She found nothing. I love Shinigami. A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
It appears.
Doesn't look like it's been removed for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. Well, at least we're looking. Oh, whoa. That's kind of crazy to have that.
Oh!
It's a sculpture with a sheet over it. The position was the same before and after using the
I
postcognition.
see.
The overall shape of the sheet is also unchanged. We can assume nobody's moved it. The sculpture isn't really the case. In the boxes? Basket or anything there? There are baskets on top of the shelf. There's nothing but dust inside. I guess it hasn't been used for a while. Basically, it's unrelated to the case. How about the Mona Lisa girl here?
There's a nail stuck in the painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted.
I mean, just stabbing a painting with nails. The nail is driven into the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. Wonder why Halara didn't say anything back there. Small window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Yeah, I was thinking that window's hella small.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
As we got that situated. Another painting.
This is...
Nails are driven into the painting of a young woman.
I'm
Oh, I know this one. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I get. She got me know the word edgelord. Doll nailed the painting.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit
Oh, the
leave
key is on there,
storage
huh?
room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Huh.
That's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
The doll nailed to the cloth canvas. The key of the room was also nailed on. Did they figure out how'd you get in and out of here?
This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. Good enough. good enough for me. I'll take it. How you doing, Halara?
By the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your postcognition, what were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
I mean, yeah, I would like to know this.
What is the point of this question?
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
You didn't think about it, Shinigami.
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Huh? Why's that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by. I cannot consciously access desired information. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Oh, you didn't get to pick and choose. You were just given, like, memories and flashes. Okay.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Shien per use?
Oh, God.
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
He said 100,000 was cheap. Jesus.
Well done, Halara!
$1,000, 1,000 Shin. Kind of sounded cheap for a minute there. And boxes. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the
It
incident.
appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They'll be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think these are related to the investigation. I'm like, why the hell are we talking about him? Forte. Postcognition. Old looking portrait.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. This picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted as an important figure from years ago.
What?
Huh, there's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looks like a regular old geezer. I don't see anything else.
No.
Armor boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, there are artwork inside.
Yeah.
There's a layer of dust in the boxes. It doesn't look like the culprit touched them. Meaning they got nothing to do with the case. Where else can we look? Well, I guess the body, right? Alright, let's see it. Oh god.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
She was catching bodies.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head.
Oh, there is.
It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting, and signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. That must suck.
Oh,
As soon as this is where the body was at the time of the incident, there's no trace of it anymore,
Beats
though.
me.
Well, the area's been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers or the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information.
That should be enough.
I finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. Shit, for y'all, not me. I'm still kind of slumped. I'm still kind of stumped on this case.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
We gotta make sure, right?
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
Well, they are the assistants, so
And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
hey, chill.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
I mean,
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
we have no choice.
I know, but
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
oh, right. I'll do it right away.
We have no choice. It
What's in the
wasn't our
window?
fault.
Could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Halara said they figured this case out. Shit, not me. And I'm the one who has to figure it out. So I'm not even sure. What could be? What the hell? What's the answer to this case? How are they able to get out through each of the rooms?
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
Let's not consider it.
I hope that's not the case.
I see. Let's rest.
Seated boxes. Some cardboard boxes are stacked up. Looks like they're all sealed.
Actually,
They've been left in the rain, so I bet whatever's inside is ruined. Alright, let's check.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
Well, we can't enter through that window.
Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay.
He's actually trying.
I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Maybe that was the only thing he needed.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Huh. A hinged window used for ventilation. It opens outward, but the gap is only about 5 centimeters wide. Oh god, who are you? should have got me. Why are you staring?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
Well, don't say it.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait!
I'm a peacekeeper.
I'm a peacekeeper.
Huh? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of Amaterasu.
You totally bumbled that.
Yeah, oh
You
my
weren't
God.
lying, huh?
What did you say?
Come on, Yuma.
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
Pretty lied. It was too
I
late.
told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I'll leave the rest to you. All right, what do you know, sir?
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door, and paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Really?
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
So, at the time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can. The worshipper, right? He had to be the one.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you.
Alright, nigga, we
Our
have three.
deadline is
We have 3
approaching.
hours. Come on.
You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
I'll hear it.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
If I'm being honest, me neither.
Stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
All right, we need to help him.
Finished. Whew. 4 investigations in 1 chapter. Pretty crazy.
hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry. I want to know how they'll execute him too.
All right, but we are going to see if he gets executed next time. God, I was really thinking maybe we get to the actual labyrinth on this episode, but we're already an hour and a half in, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I can't go over past what I've already done. Like I'm trying to go further into the game, but like Jesus, it takes so long. This chapter is very long for some weird reason. But you know what? We're having fun, and I'm pretty sure by the time we come back next time on this game, next episode, we will indeed be going into the labyrinth for sure. So if anything, you guys have got a few more days for that. But until then, hey, we learned quite a bit about the case. Although I won't lie, I still don't really know what to make of it all. There's so many things. How the killer, how the whole crime scene happens. The door always being kicked open. They always leave the key inside when they leave, and there's always either a window or a vent. So it means that they have to leave through the vent or the windows. But that's kind of weird because like anyone can barely do it. I really hope if anything, I really hope it's not the worshiper. I really hope it's not him. It can't be him, bro. It just can't be. It's too easy. It's too easy of a case if it's him. Cause now my doubts are pointing to him because he's like the most suspicious at the moment. But like it can't really be anybody. But like, I of all the evidence, it points to him. You know, this man's been self-reporting. But I guess we'll find that out next time. But it was good. We learned a lot more about Halara, and now we know that we have technically our own kind of power too that helps us that lets us use the powers of other master detectives. So that'll definitely come in handy in future cases. But that's all we have for today's episode, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. You all know what to do. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever I drop new videos. Check out all my socials in the description down below. With that being said, I hope you guys are ready for next time we come back. We are going to be going to the labyrinth and solving this case. But until then, I'm Vamp Knight, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.